Two security guards framed me for masturbating in the restroom, something I did not do.
Oh, what now? Melinda Brown Duffy, baby.
Chickens down every day, people at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He assaulted me with the chicken.
Hold up, wait a minute, show that back.
If he were habitual homosexuals, then by all means, take a hike.
As long as I have the queer community that sees me for my truth, I'm gonna be okay.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles.
Speed demons are a tyranny that's plaguing the streets of our city.
Because on the counter, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
We need more cops to stop those speed demons.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Unbelievably stupid.
I might not be in the mood to deal with white shenanigans that day. That's all I'm saying.
We need to go back to taking women out of the workforce.
Surround yourself with smart, talented people.
Well, you ain't seen nothing, my friend, until you have a flame coming out of your butthole, and you need an asbestos diaper to be able to keep that flame from burning a hole in your pants.
My wife had my weed in her purse, and the mother cop took it. It was only 4 grams, but it was really good weed.
Yeah, man, you just an unlucky dude.
Don't hate on prostitution, because that's what it's been going on for humans, man. And you don't even know about it.
Now I'm gonna wrap it up.
I quit this bitch.
On the big station. Rock 1069.
Bye.
We need to put women back in the kitchen.
Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
It was 1950 in the cold and rain when my father took me to my very first game. Said the Browns are gonna show you how the game is played. Here we go again. 54, 55, 64. You can find the trophy on the golden shore. Now the orange and brown coming back for more. Here we go again. I said, here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's 1st and 10. So get on your feet and let the games begin. 'Cause here we go again. Well, we all got memories.
Well, welcome to Friday morning on the Stansbury Show. And man, do we have some things to talk about. Skies opened up, gave me an easy one on a Friday, and I will take it. First, I see yesterday Tucker Carlson interviewed Vladimir Putin, and yet I was able to wake up in the country and be able to still come to work today. We're all still here. World didn't end. We may talk about that a touch. Apparently, the president is so stupid, he can't be charged with a crime. Did you see that yesterday? That's literally what they said. Well, he's kind of dumb, and his memory's not very good, so we don't even think he knows what he did, so we're going to let him off the hook on it. It's like, oh my God, dude. I don't know if that's the best system. We may touch on that a little bit today. But I started there with a little Cleveland Brown song. Here we go again. The name of that. NFL honors last night. Browns walked out. Decent amount of hardware. Now, you're not getting the Super Bowl ring this year. So we know how sports works, right? Everybody always has to say this. Sports people always have to say this. Any year you don't win the Super Bowl, failure, right? Because that is for us, not for them. Do you think NFL players, athletes, do you think they go home and talk to their wives about it that way? They don't. Like, honey, I knew we didn't have a Super Bowl team, but we got mine, we got this, we got that, we're going to be all right, right? You know what I mean? We got some good stuff, still a pretty good year. That whole, unless you win a Super Bowl, it's a failure. That's for the fans, so nobody thinks you're, so people don't think that you don't care about your job. But the Browns did win some awards last night. Kevin Stefanski wins Coach of the Year. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it. I mean, I think it was 4 quarterbacks. I don't think they were the only team to do that. I think there were a few other teams. We had a lot of quarterbacks get hurt this last season. But 4 quarterbacks, and they still found a way to win a bunch of games. Roster's pretty good. And I know Kev can be a little bit of a hot button for some people. I think we're still in the growth period of Kevin Stefanski. I don't think the coach he is today will be the coach he is forever. And I'm willing to be patient with some coaches because they can coach for 20 years. A player can play for about 5, right? And so I'm willing to be more patient with coaches. Now, it seems like a weird thing to say the day after he wins Coach of the Year, but I know there's a lot of fans that aren't on his side, right? And look, fire the coach and get me a new quarterback. I mean, that's football in Northeast Ohio. It has been most of our lives. Joe Flacco wins Comeback Player of the Year. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's a great story. And that's it, but it felt like a bigger story than it was like he was a great player. He was on record to throw an alarming amount of picks. I excused a couple of the picks in the playoffs because I was like, well, the defense laid down. Like they did. In that Houston game, they were bad. They were just bad. We can admit that. It's fine. They were bad. Right? And Joe was trying to throw you back into games. And so I kind of let him off the hook on that. It's all though, you can make the argument and say, well, there's no getting back into it once you do that. Fair enough. Fair enough. This will shock some people. I would have not given Joe Flacco the Comeback Player of the Year.